In this video, I'm going to discuss about the electrophilic addition of HOX and few other compounds to alkenes, which is pulled out from the degree first semester syllabus from chapter 5, that is acyclic hydrocarbons. The whole chapter has been discussed on my YouTube channel under the description given below. The details have been given. Yes, let's see about the discussion, the addition of HOX to alkenes. This HOX is nothing but X is a halogen here. So this results in the formation of halohydrins. What are these halohydrins? These halohydrins are nothing but these alcohols which are having the halogen on the adjacent carbons. So this alcohol group and this halogen are present on the adjacent carbons. These are called as halohydrins. So this is a halohydrin. Yes. Um, these are what are called as halohydrins. And And here, if you observe, the pi bond has been broken, and the OH and Br are being added to this these two carbons, resulting in the formation of new two sigma bonds. And these, when we observe these OH and Br have been added in the anti-position, that is opposite faces of the molecule. So the anti-addition reaction will take place here, and if this take place in the unsymmetrical molecules, we observe that it follows the Markovnikov's rule. So what is this Markovnikov's rule? This says that the negative part of the addendum goes to the carbon with less number of hydrogens. So here, uh, let's see this in detail in further slides. Yes, let's see this mechanism now. What happens here? This one is the first is the formation of an halonium ion. This is what is halonium ion here. So this X here, this electrophilic addition will take place. We know that this alkene is rich in electrons, so it acts as a nucleophile, and the electrophile will come and attack this pi electron cloud, will attack this X of this, resulting in the formation of an halonium ion here. And in the next step now, this is a halonium ion. Then water will open this halonium ion, and the attack will take place from the other side of the molecule, resulting in the anti-addition product here. Because of this halonium ion, the attack from the same side is not possible here. So attack takes place from the other side of the molecule. So resulting in the anti-addition product here. And so this on deprotonation or uh, hydrolysis will now give you this alcohol, resulting in the formation of this halohydrin. This is halohydrin. Yes. And so the mechanism is, the first step is the formation of an halonium ion. And in the second step, water opens this halonium ion, and the attack will take place in the anti-position, resulting in the formation of an anti-addition product, which on deprotonation um, will gives this halohydrin the product we wanted here. So the anti-addition product may be chlorohydrin, bromohydrin, or iodohydrin, depending upon the reagent we are using here, or chlorine, bromine, or iodine. The respective products are being formed here. Yes. Now the next step here, the deprotonation is taking place, resulting in the formation of an halohydrin, hydronium ion. Yes. Let's see a few examples of this. When then um, Br2 in the presence of water has been added to the cyclohexene. Anti-addition product is seen here. See this the Br and OH are in anti-position. So this can be as well represented in this way, or the this lines will, this dotted line, and this one will represent that they are added in an anti-position, this Br and OH. When Br2 in the presence of water is added to this methyl substituted cyclohexene, then we get this product. We can see this Br and OH again are added in the anti-position, And this OH now, when we observe, is going to the carbon with less number of hydrogens. So it is following the Markovnikov's rule, which says that the negative part of the addendum will goes to the carbon with less number of hydrogens. So this OH is acting as a nucleophile in the second step, and it is attacking. So this attacks to the carbon with less number of hydrogens here. This is because we know that the carbocation stability is tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary, then comes primary. So this follows this stability of the carbocations. So when Br is attacking here in this position, results in the formation of carbocation here. So this tertiary carbocation is being formed, which is more stable. So OH acting as a nucleophile will attack this tertiary carbon, resulting in the formation of this anti-addition product. This as well can be represented in this way. This Br and OH are in anti-positions. Yes, these are the examples of the addition of halogen in the presence of water now. Yeah, next one is addition of hypochlorous, yes, hypohalous acids to this alkenes. This again follows the, this is again the electrophilic addition which is taking place here with X can be Cl, Br, and I, and gives the halohydrins here, the same as we have taken in the case of this bromine in the presence of water. And the addition product is something like this, resulting in the formation of this halohydrins, where the anti-addition products are formed again, because in the mechanism when we see that when these hypohalous acids are getting added to this alkenes, because of this, as we know that this it's an unsaturated compounds, alkenes, so they are electron rich, acting as a nucleophile. So this pi electron will attack this HOCl, where X gets acts as an electrophile and gets attached to this C double bond C, resulting in the formation of an halonium ion here. This is what is halonium ion. And in the next step, this OH minus will act as a nucleophile, and this will come and attack from the other side of the molecule, because the one side has been occupied by this ring here, halonium ion ring. So the attack is taking place from the other side, resulting in the formation of an anti-addition product. And again, if we take this unsymmetrical alkenes, it follows the Markovnikov's rule. So let's see the examples now of this in detail. So yeah, if you take the example of this RCHCH2, this is an alkene, and the addition of HOBr. Um, See, this one is a major product because this OH minus is acting as a nucleophile here, and the attack will take place uh, uh, so if the attack of this Br is taking place here, this results in the formation of carbocation here. This is secondary carbocation is formed, which is more stable than primary. So this is a major product which is observed because the secondary carbocation is more stable than primary. So the attack of this OH will take place at the secondary position, secondary carbocation position in the second step. So this this product is major when compared to that of this product, which is primary here. This alcohol is getting attached to the primary carbon. Yes. Now, next one is addition of this sulfuric acid to alkenes. And again, here also it's an electrophilic addition which is taking place here. And this the reaction will take place in the presence of uh, cold concentrated sulfuric acid. This is important here. The cold concentrated sulfuric acid, resulting in the formation of an alkyl hydrogen sulfate. This one is alkyl hydrogen sulfate, and this H2SO4, the first step, this ionization of this will take place, which is, you know, this H plus and HSO4 minus, HSO4 minus. This is nothing but this bisulfite ion. This bisulfite ion, and the reaction will lead to the alcohol, which this alkyl hydrogen sulfate, which on hydrolysis will give you the desired alcohol here. Uh, yes, and this alkyl hydrogen sulfate is also called as an ester of sulfuric acid of alkanes. Yes. Let's see the mechanism in detail now in this here. This one, um, yes. The first step is this attack of this hydrogen ion on this double bond, resulting in the formation of an carbocation here. The carbocation is being formed, which is then attacked by this bisulfite ion. This is bisulfate ion, resulting in the formation of an alkyl hydrogen sulfate. This one, alkyl hydrogen sulfate, is being formed here, which on hydrolysis will give you the alcohol, which on hydrolysis will give you the alcohol. Here the desired product is obtained, and if it is, we are taking the unsymmetrical alkenes, it again follows the Markovnikov's addition here, where the negative part of the addendum will goes to the carbon with less number of hydrogens. So now, when we take the example of this propane, on addition of this core concentrated sulfuric acid resulting in the formation of alkyl hydrogen sulfate, which on hydrolysis will give you this isopropyl alcohol. See, this is following the Markovnikov's rule, where the OH has been added to the secondary carbon here. So following the Markovnikov's addition. And let's see this mechanism in detail now. So what's happening is this bromine will get attacked by this H plus. This on ionization will give you the hydrogen ion and this bisulfite anion, and this will give you the carbocation. We know that secondary carbocation is more stable than primary here. If the attack of H plus has been taken place here, this becomes the formation of primary carbocation, which is unstable. So this is more stable. So the attack will take place further. This OSO3H, that is bisulfite ion, this O minus attacks on this carbocation, resulting in the formation of alkyl hydrogen sulfate, which on hydrolysis will give you the secondary alcohol, that is isopropyl alcohol is being obtained. This is a desired product here. So the addition is for which is following the Markovnikov's rule based on the stability of the carbocations.